Chapter 17. Palace. The car stopped and Jet opened the door on my side. He helped me down and I blinked my eyes to adjust to the surrounding. There was a huge plane a distance from us and I regretted wearing a flared dress as it was windy. Hello, there, I felt strong arms wrap around my waist and I was lifted in the air by Wyatt. My hands reached down to keep my dress down. He kissed me deeply and frowned when our lips detached. What took so long? He wasn't asking me, his eyes were on his gamma. That prick Alpha came to say his goodbye. Wyatt was tense, rigid. His anger rose and before he could lash out at anyone, I caressed his cheek softly. He looked at me. I wanted to say my goodbye to him, I said sheepishly. I didn't, but he would lash out at his men for letting Grayson near me. Wyatt looked at me unamused and his brows furrowed, about to say something but decided against it. I'm sorry, but he was already there and we used to be close, I explained. Let's go away from here, he said, and glanced at Luca, giving him a tiny smile. Ready, kiddo? Luca nodded with a stoic expression on his face. We got into the plane. It was so massive with customized leather seats. I sat in front of Wyatt. Before taking off, a chef asked what we were taking but I shook my head, scared I might puke if I ate anything now. I sent a glance to Lucas. He was busy playing a game on his phone but he asked for snacks. We landed 2 hours later and there were cars already waiting for us. I yawned, stretching my limbs and Wyatt abruptly carried me down the steps, taking me by surprise. I can walk. I yelped, embarrassed. Everyone was watching. Reaching down, he pulled me into a tight embrace and whispered, "Welcome home, my baby." I wrapped my arms around him and he guided us to an Escalade. Where to, sir? The driver asked. The Diamond Estate, he said. I thought you lived in the Diamond Palace, Luca murmured. The estate is my favorite place in the whole territory. It's much quieter and more serene. It's homey, Wyatt said. But you live in the palace. Yes, but the palace is more of a workplace for many. You'll find diplomats, agents, and high-ranking members that help ensure the smooth running of the realm. It is massive and vast. Not too homey and I want you to be as comfortable and live as normally as possible, he explained. Luca typed into his iPad and showed him something on the screen. Is this where we are going? Yes. Insane, he murmured. It says here there is a marsh not far from the estate. I have a cottage somewhere there. I can take you fishing one of these days, Wyatt offered. I don't ever want to do anything with you. I opened my mouth to say something to Luca but Wyatt only shook his head. Why is Luca so rude to Wyatt? He's just scared to get attached to him as he did with Grayson, my wolf said. Look, Wyatt pointed. In front of us, 2 large gates opened. The place was stunning. We went on for a good 3 minutes before we stopped. Luca was the first one to get out of the car. I did too and inhaled the air. It was fresh and addictive. The mansion was so much bigger than I anticipated. It was glamorous with cream-white walls. About 10 servants were waiting for us, 5 men and 5 women. They all bowed so low as we approached. We entered the main house and my eyes looked around. Tall ceilings, white walls, and scalloped cream curtains hang at the windows and classic decor. The mansion was sleek but cozy. I loved it immediately. The warmth within the walls brought me safety. How many rooms are in this place? Luca whispered. I don't know but there are 10 bedrooms and you can choose whatever you like. Tomorrow, someone will come so that you decorate it as you wish, Wyatt told Luca. Cool. My mate led me upstairs to our bedroom and before I could say a word or take in the bedroom, I was pushed against the wall and his lips crashed into mine. His erection was poking my stomach and I smiled, touching it. Someone is excited, really excited. You have no idea, baby. He whispered, nibbling my neck. I've been dying to be with you, and I deserve an award for my self-restraint, his sexy voice said and his lips were sending me on the urge. I desired this man so badly. He pulled my dress over my head, leaving me in lingerie. His breath hitched as his hungry gaze roamed over me. He kissed my collarbone, neck, and all my skin in that area. My fingers were in his hair now and I was bemoaning in pleasure. With fidgeting hands, I managed to remove his shirt and unbuckle his belt. He quickly pulled out of his pants. I was in awe of his huge member once again. He smirked when he noticed my gaze lingering and I bit my lower lip, casting my gaze to the floor, but he tilted my hand up. He kissed me gently before saying, "You're nervous." I tried to calm my erratic heart. Who wouldn't be nervous with that monster? I wasn't a virgin, but I didn't sleep around either. I've only known one man intimately and his member wasn't as big as this one in front of me. Should we wait for a while? He asked when I didn't say anything. I shook my head. No, I want you.